Hi everyone, my name's Janie. I'm a mother of one and our family's moving to Norway. So today I'm talking to you from my office. This is where I generally do my 9 to 5 job and edit the videos. But today I am standing here, well, sitting actually, for convenience and comfort because I'll just be doing a quick video on the top 5 things that we're still super excited about now that we made the decision to come to Norway. So you probably remember from the Our Complex Situation video or the top 5 decision-making tips video, everything that's led up to deciding on going to Norway. But today I'll just focus on the top 5 things that we're still super excited about, the non-adulty, non-reasonable, the genuinely exciting things for us. So sit tight, make yourself comfortable, and let's get to it. So let's start with number 1, the nature, right? I mean, whenever you talk about Norway, this is the first thing anybody ever mentions. It's the nature. And when we went to Norway in November last year, I can see why. Like you have the forests, you have the mountains, you have the sea, the fjords. You have all of this that you can explore. But when we went in November, as soon as we got off the motorway to get to the town where we'll be living, um, we were essentially on a first very well maintained road. Like I have not experienced a road that well maintained in any country I've ever been. But we had to climb up, I wouldn't say a mountain, but we definitely went up in altitude. And all around us were these trees and forests, and there was snow as well. So everything was covered in white. And then we sort of got over the top and we started descending. And at some point, this view opened up for us of this town that we're going to be living in. And it's this final town on a river inlet from the sea. And when you get there, is this you've been in this wilderness and suddenly bam, civilization. And I don't know, the nature is something that we're super excited about. We want to explore it. We've always been outdoorsy people, and the hiking opportunities are great in Norway. As far as I know, or as far as I've heard, there's like the freedom to roam almost anywhere. So the nature is one of the things that we're super excited about. We have been trying to be closer to nature here in UK, and admittedly in Wales, you can sort of achieve that. But Norway is just an upgrade on that, we think. So nature is up there. It's like on top of the list at the moment. So number 2, connecting to nature is 4 seasons. And if you live in UK, you know exactly what I mean. In UK, what you get is rain, a week of sunshine, and rain. Whoa. I haven't really experienced much of seasons in UK over the past 10 years. Like winter, spring, and autumn kind of melts together because it gets very rainy, cold, and grim. You may get some snow, but it doesn't really stick that you could call it a white winter. The winters are also super wet and cold, but when I say cold in Norway or in Czech Republic or kind of mainland Europe, you get dry winters. The kind of air that's dry that stings your cheeks kind of thing. In England, you get wet winter, not just the rain, but it's kind of the humid kind of winter that gets into your bones. And that's not very enjoyable. So what we are looking forward to in Norway is getting distinct seasons. Summer where you have this blossom and beauty, then summer where you have blue skies and sunshine and warmth, then autumns with beautiful colors in the trees and chill in the air, and white winters. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that depending on where in Norway you go, the seasons are a bit different. And that's all right. But still, that distinction there is quite important, at least for me, and I believe for my partner as well. But that's something that we're looking forward to as well, being able to measure time by seasons, not by calendars, I suppose. Number three. So connecting to nature and seasons, and you've probably guessed it now as well, is the outdoor activities. So like I said, we are outdoorsy people. We love hikes and being outside. And that's the option in Norway. And as far as I understand, you can just pick up and go and just hike wherever you want, essentially, and or set up camp wherever you want. Also, biking is possible because Norway, or the Norwegian people, as far as I understand, are very outdoorsy as well. Um, Pretty much all their pastime, or majority of their pastime, happens outside. So Norway is also geared towards that. And so you get to explore new activities, you get to explore new things. And more importantly, our child will get to do that as well, because that's something we want to get her into, just being outside, exploring nature, getting used to it, having fun in there, really. So outdoor activities is another big thing that we're super excited about, that I am hoping we're going to take advantage of, hopefully every weekend if we can. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, you have this beauty at your doorstep, and as long as you remain respectful and humble and mindful, you can have so much fun outside, honestly. Number four. So, what connects to outdoor activities and seasons, you probably guessed it, is skiing. Now, my partner has been wanting to learn to ski for as long as I've known him, and he tried once when we went to Czech Republic, but I'm a terrible teacher, to be honest. So it didn't quite work. But in Norway, ta-da, we are about an hour away from a ski resort from where we'll be living, which is pretty cool. It's like a day trip out and come back in. Amazing. So I already ski and snowboard. So I cannot wait to get back to that, because it's been about 10 years. Must have been 10 years, because I used to go a lot with my parents. We used to go to the Swiss Alps. Um, and Swiss Alps, they're just amazing. But it's been a long time since I've been, so I cannot wait to get back to that. And because I learned when I was 3 or 4 years old, I want to introduce that to our child. I want to get her into it, see what she thinks, see if she likes it. It's a great activity. But the thing with skiing in Norway, I noticed, is that a lot of people do the cross-country skiing. Um, I haven't seen that many doing the slope skiing. I'm a slope skier. I tried cross country before, but it is so different. But I would love to learn that as well. Just because when you go cross country skiing, you see even more of the beauty of the nature. So yeah, skiing. Skiing is on there on the list as well, to learn it, to take advantage of the activity. And if we learn cross skiing, then move across Norway, it'd be pretty cool. Number five. So this one is different to the previous four, simply because it's about the way of life. And one of the ways of life is taking advantage of the nature, but also our understanding of Norway is that they're very focused, or not very focused, but they do take into consideration the family. And my partner has said it himself before, that here in UK is very driven. You start working in a company and you're expected to sweat blood and tears to work the skin off of your back for somebody else's dream. Now, don't get me wrong, in Norway, you're also expected to work hard. You're not there to lay back and, take money and do nothing. Obviously not. People will still measure you by the work and the quality of it that you give. But I think I've read somewhere in the past where you're expected to finish your job within the time allotted to you. So let's say you work 9 to 5. If you work later than that, it's either your manager's giving you too much work or you're not very efficient. Either way, overtime is not very encouraged, and it's more a sign of a problem rather than superiority or doing great. And to me, that sounds very appealing, and I think that sounds very appealing to my partner as well. So probably rather than easier life, I should call this more family focused life, where at this stage in our life is what we want. Because we have a child and we're hoping to have another one in a few years' time. That's what we want. We want to be able to be there with our kids, for our kids, not spending time at a computer or at work trying to get the money in. Um, so hopefully that's going to be something that's going to work out for us as well. So, like I said, this is a quick video on the top 5 things that we're excited about. The nature, because who doesn't love nature when they come to Norway? Let's be a bit, stereotypical. Then the 4 seasons, because I miss them, to be honest. Having come from Czech Republic, where we do have distinct 4 seasons, UK hasn't really delivered on that, but it's by no fault of UK, it's just geography. Then outdoor activities, because you have a whole swath of land to explore. Why wouldn't you? Skiing, winter sports, big fan of those because I haven't done them for a decade and my partner's always wanted to learn. So we're going to take advantage of that. And finally, the family life. Like I said, it's important to us at this stage of our life, and we hope to be able to take advantage of that. But those are our 5 top things that we are looking forward to when we move to Norway. What about yours? If you go in, if you move in there forever or temporarily or going for holiday, what are you looking forward to? How does this list compare to yours? Or what do you think about mine? Let me know. Otherwise, if you want to stay in touch or if you want to be alerted about more of the content that I'll be posting, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out. I will be releasing content on, let's say, the top 5 things that we're more scared of going to Norway, because there are a few. I'll also be doing various reviews of the move itself, pet relocation, other practical bits and bobs about the move. I'll also be doing the more personal side of the move, the more emotional detachment, not detachment, but adaptation to the move. So it's going to be anything and everything about this whole journey that we'll be doing. But either way, stick around, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thumbs up or thumbs down, whichever you want. I'll leave that up to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next one.